Lindsay here, back with the last in our sun salutation series breakdown. Of course, I'll say it again, there is so much more that I have to share and say and teach about each of these shapes and the practice in general, as would many other teachers. So this is just a drop in the bucket, but thank you for exploring even as we have so far. Let's do sun salutations together. So I'm going to do the first one a little bit quickly so you see what it's like, feel what it's like to just move through on just one breath. And then we'll do the second one a little slower, where we can add in some extra yummy, juicy, awesome feeling stuff and some exploration and room for you to explore. So Tadasana, mountain pose, root through your feet. Breathe as if you're breathing through every pore of your whole body. Bring awareness, let the light of your awareness shine to every fiber, every cell. So when we're aware of our breath, our conscious awareness travels on our breath and oxygen into our bloodstream and literally throughout the entire body. So getting a sense of your whole self and being and the energy surrounding you here and now with gratitude. We inhale up, gratitude to the sun. Exhale, humbly we bow. With the heart, we lead to forward fold. Inhale, back of the heart lifts, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Step the left foot back. Knee can drop down or not. Right foot steps back, knees dropped or not. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale, slow, lower. All at once, or knees, chest, chin, elbows in, shoulders back. I'm going to share some chaturanga tutorials. Inhale, heart lifts. Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, belly draws in, up and back, downward facing dog. Of course, you could do child's pose here. There's lots of other options for each of these shapes. In a traditional practice, we might hold down dog for 5 breaths. Once we've gotten here, I often find that it's more beneficial to explore the back body, heart opening, rather than so much time in down dog. But this overhead strength can be helpful, so fingertips press. All of the bases of the fingers press. Wrap the shoulders in towards your body, in towards your head and midline, but let the shoulders come up towards the ears. And whenever you're ready, however you can, left foot's going to step up. So you can drop the right knee down to do that if it's helpful. Come to that lunge, back knee lifted or not, and then back foot steps up, halfway lift as you breathe in. Forward fold as you breathe out. Soften the knees, look forward, rise up, breath in. Closing the sun salutation with enormous gratitude and strength. Exhale, hands to heart or arms to the sides. Beautiful. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms up. Open up. Maybe keep breathing in and opening up if that feels good and supported in there. When you need, exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And if it feels safe, you can hang here in ragdoll. We can take a little bit of extra time. Maybe grab opposite elbows. Again, if it doesn't feel safe to take head below your heart, you can be leaning on the knees here to decompress your spine. Nod the head yes and no wherever you're at. Check in with your breath, not holding your breath. Check in with the cues that your body's giving you. You can spend some extra time here decompressing your spine as much as you feel you may need. And then when you're ready, right foot's going to step back this time. And maybe you stay in that high lunge and rock. You could keep that back knee lifted for some extra strength and challenge, or drop it down and see if you can rise on up. So we'll add this little bit to our lunge on our second sun salutation here. You could take the arms up, or like goalpost, cactus arms out to the sides. Or you could wrap up around the core, draw the belly in, and clasp hands behind. You might feel called to move or stretch in some other way. Again, we're all so very different, and we have different bodies, different stories, different lives, different needs on different days. So this is just an invitation to explore that, whatever it is that you may need. I like to take a twist in this lunge as well. So you could twist towards that bent knee, the front knee, and you might have the back knee lifted in a big high lunge. You could challenge yourself to take this twist. You can keep that hand across to help or reach it out. And if you've taken this twist, look forward, reach the front arm up, back arm drops behind. And you can really look whatever way feels okay for your neck. Make sure you're still breathing. You can take another twist here, bring that right hand down. So we have the left foot forward, so right hand down. And back knee can stay down or it can lift up, left hand up, big twist. So I'm just encouraging you here that you can add little bits in as you move through your sun salutation. So that you might do like 1 or 2 sun salutations in the morning, but the practice could take 10 or 20 minutes if you have the time to add in these little extra things. So plank from here, with or without the knees, on the palms or the wrists, whatever you need. And there's a lot to be said about chaturanga and the way that a lot of people are moving through that very popular style of practice that has a lot of sun salutations, a lot of chaturanga. We see a lot of rotator cuff injury, a lot of long-term injury from misalignment in yoga practices. So just being that said, and all that fun, we're going to slow lower whatever way feels safe to you. If chaturanga's in your practice, go for it. Otherwise, just slow lower, slow and controlled, or maybe right into your cobra or upward facing dog. If you came to upward facing dog, maybe you go back and forth between up dog and plank. Or maybe you just keep coming down as you breathe out and rolling up as you breathe in. You could also take like eagle claws out to the sides and forward a bit and roll up as you breathe in. And roll down as you breathe out. Now the legs are engaged, core is engaged. So again, the legs and core protect the spine here. Back body strength, and that might feel really good, those roll ups and roll down. Not much weight at all in the hands unless we're in up dog. You could always be holding these up postures, or you could rest all the way down flat if you need. You could also just add in Shalabhasana here. Hands reach back. Feet can stay down or they can lift, maybe big toes together. Fingers, toes reach back, top of the head stretches forward. So we're actively lifting, engaging, and stretching the body in opposition. Stretch the fingers and palms. Again, you can always take this out or just be resting or melting here. Or maybe you've moved on to down dog or child's pose if your body needed. Or maybe you keep adding on, clasp hands at low back, lift them off the body, press knuckles and feet back. Again, you could rest after each of these and then come back in, or just keep building, maybe reach back for the feet. This is pretty advanced, but legs do the work. Make sure the spine's supported, no force, no strain, legs kick back and lift. And we're all built so very different here. You might not even be able to reach your feet, but maybe you can, and then just rest your head down. So you allow that stretch passively. And if you can't reach the feet, no big deal. Just maybe bend the knees and rock them or circle them. We spend a lot of time sitting, and it can be really beneficial. I love to encourage folks to make sure that your yoga practice is balancing the rest of your life. So not just doing tons of down dog and front body strength and forward folding if you're having to spend so much time sitting already, but spending some time doing back body strength and counter stretching just like this. laying flat on your belly, and melting and resting, this is a huge counter stretch. As you can see and feel, huge counter stretch to all the time you have to spend sitting. Just let yourself be stretched out without only getting that stretched outness from standing, and then the effects of gravity are pulling down on us. So again, when you're stretched out on your belly, it might feel good to rock the feet back and forth or just to keep them lengthened out. We're all very different in that. From here, you can come to downward facing dog or child's pose, which I've shown in the last video, or puppy, which I'll show you now. Hips just behind the knees, feet can be pointed or flexed, forearms down, head down. You might be able to reach or you might not. Chest just drapes. So the key here is you want the upper body to be stretching and softening, not taking pressure. So if it feels like so much weight and pressure in your head and shoulders, keep letting your hips sink back, bit by bit until you get that relief to the upper body. And then you also want to be just having this sense of gently continuing to draw the hips back so you get this tractioning stretch of the spine. Breathing into and back out through your nose, maybe stretching the fingers and palms wide. So from that puppy pose, you could take knees as wide as you need to sink hips back, melt chest down, maybe rest head down on the mat or on your hands if you need to prop up a bit. And you can stay in that child's pose, or you could come up to downward facing dog, or you could give dolphin pose a try, and I'll show you that a bit now. Forearms are parallel, elbows are shoulder distance, and you could, again, just like we did in the down dog tutorial, hug the shoulders in, broaden the chest, hover the knees, and then chest towards the thighs, hips to the sky. Press actively into the arms. So depending on your body, like this dolphin pose might feel like way more challenging and uncomfortable than down dog. It might feel better than down dog. We're all so different. You're actively pressing your hands and arms and feet into the floor to lift the hips and lengthen the spine. In that dolphin pose. And whenever you need, you could come back to child's pose or to rest, and whenever you're ready, you're going to step the left foot up. Again, coming into that, switch that. I forgot we were on our second sun salutation. So everybody's human. Not in yoga class or in life is everything perfect, or can we always control the way even that we move through our day, but we can always bring a little bit of awareness to that and immediately admit our mistakes as soon as we realize them. So anyway, every bit of our practice can be part of the practice, can be a lesson. So left foot is forward for our lunge. You can have that back knee lifted or lowered, of course. You might come upright and reach up or explore something similar as you did on the way into the sun salutation, cactus arms out or hands clasped behind. If you took that lunging twist on the first side going in, you could take it on this side now. Whatever foot is forward, so it's probably the right arm's going to go back. The left hand can help support you here in the twist, or the left hand can reach forward. So you're reaching the hands away from one another, broadening the chest, breathing into and back out through your nose. Keep checking in with the breath. Maybe look forward, reach up, back arm drops. Make sure you can breathe here. And then you might come into that last lunge twist. Left hand down, back knee lifted or lowered, right hand up. Maybe circle the wrist or whatever you feel you need to here. And then just whenever you're ready, from wherever you're at, using the knees or any other different modifications that you might need, you're going to step the back foot up and half lift as you breathe in. Fold as you breathe out. Again, you could linger here in your forward fold, in your safe version of the fold as long as you like or need. And then when you're ready, root through the feet, inhale up. Exhale, hands to the heart in gratitude and grace. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really, really enjoy helping to provide extra knowledge in each of these shapes, especially from an anatomical and kind of trauma-informed standpoint. And I really appreciate you joining me, and I'd love to teach you more. So if you have any special requests for like poses that you hate or ones that you feel really challenge you or that you can't figure out how to make feel good in your body or to feel accessible to you, you can check out all of my other videos or drop more requests below. So the first video here on the YouTube channel is chair yoga. So there's a whole way to access it from your chair, whether you're working or you're just stuck in the chair for whatever reason. And I have lots of other sun salutation variation videos too now that you've broken it down. I'm so, so, so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for you. Much love.